Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. Thumbs up for that. My housemates are up and about, so if you hear organic noises outside, that's them. Nothing terrifying or overly frightening. So thumbs up for that. It's a new day, brand new day, filled with hope and promise and threats and, you know, all good stuff and bad stuff, just a day. Definitely a thumbs up for that. Weather report, still sunny and warm, and that's a good thing. I did not go walkies late last night, so I'm going to start off the story. Because Sunday, I had double-checked to find out when open enrollment was in Washington State for the vaccinations. And I signed up on Monday to get my first shot. I get antsy when I have any sort of appointment at all. If I have an appointment at 1 o'clock, I wake up nervous in the morning. And I'm just anxious and getting more and more anxious until the actual time of my appointment. So yesterday was fun that way. But at 11:10 a.m. I had an appointment to go get my shot. So I did my vlogging and all of that, and then just nervously waited until it was 10 o'clock so I could leave. And so I did that. It was a hot day yesterday, very sunny, very warm, not overly so, but it was pleasant, and so it was a nice walk, and I took a different path there, which actually is a lot quicker to get there on that path. Before it was I had to loop up and then come around and then go here. Now it's like you go here, and it's like, oh, that's a lot easier, isn't it? So I walked to the clinic to get my vaccination. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I got to talk about. Hopefully I can remember. But when I got there, it's a drive-in thing. You park, you wait in your car, they come out to you. I don't have a working vehicle. My housemates drove my vehicle until it died. I no longer have a working vehicle. So I walked up, and as one of the people was coming out, you know, because they had signs that say, stay in your vehicle. It's like, I don't have a vehicle. I walked here, but I still have an appointment. So that was fun. On the website to sign up for it, and in fact it still says now that it is the Moderna brand to get of vaccination. It has been the Pfizer brand vaccination for like a long time now, so they really need to update their website. But I filled out the paperwork that I had to, sat in a chair, waited in the morning air and sunlight, and then they came out and gave me my shot. They'd like you to stay for 15 minutes. You know, I stayed there for 5 or some odd minutes and then walked home. Now, the Pfizer one is one of those new mRNA ones, and at first I was confused about how they work until I remembered my basic biology from younger. mRNA, of course, is just the messenger RNA that your DNA uses to talk to the rest of your body. And so this is mRNA, messenger RNA, that they inject into you. And it is instructions for your immune system, just like your DNA had sent out instructions to your immune system. So these were little packets of information. Your immune system grabs it, immediately starts doing what it has to do, and then you become not, you know, immune, but as immune as you can. Your body will immediately attack anything that has the spikes on it, the corona. So that's good. All my life, I have had slowly getting less violent of reactions, but I have had violent reactions to vaccines when younger. I mean, if I got a flu vaccine, I was out for like 36 hours. And every time I've gotten a vaccination, it's been rough like that. Because vaccinations, of course, they smash up the virus and they inject you with the chunks. And then your body reacts to the chunks. It's safe, but your body reacts to the chunks, makes up the parts to defend yourself from it, and then you're good. Well, that reaction part, the broken down chunks of virus, my body's never liked at all. So yesterday I got that, and aside from soreness, you know, where I got injected, I feel great. Not a single adverse reaction, nothing. I am all for mRNA vaccinations. Damn straight, good stuff. So, to tie in with everything else, yesterday I took 20 milligrams of methylphenidate hydrochloride, retinol. Is that retinol? Retinol? The ADHD med. And then I walked all the way up there to the hospital and back. 5-mile round trip, and you go up a big, long, steep hill. Taking methylphenidate, actually, my blood pressure, not my blood pressure, my pulse is low because I go walkies and I go walkies for so long. And walking is exceptionally good for like your cardiac system, your cardiopulmonary system. And so I had actually, when I was walking to Walmart every single day, brought my pulse down to around 45 beats per minute. It's because I don't walk to Walmart as often. I just walk around in town, a difference of 4 miles instead of 6. My pulse has gone up to around 55. It's less than 60, but it's higher than 45. Even on 20 milligrams of methylphenidate hydrochloride, a stimulant, my pulse stays aggressively low. When I took my blood pressure yesterday, and it was like 143 over 80 something, which is, for me, high, since I'm usually, like I said, like 110 over 60. So that's a jump. But it's still right there in the average range, so I just gotta watch it. But my pulse did not move. And in fact, it stayed aggressively low. It's sometimes, you know, I go up the stairs and down the stairs, and my pulse would be 57. The only time my pulse really went up was when I checked it real fast when I was finally up at the top of the hill. It's like 3/4, if not a full mile, and it is a pretty steep incline. Not dangerous or massive, it's just, it goes on and on and on forever. If you've ever watched any of my walkies, I've gone up and down that road a lot. It is quite a hill. But at the top of that, my pulse was really just bum, 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 bum. But I walk fast. On level roads, I walk at a bare minimum of 3 miles an hour, 4 kilometers per. That's 1 mile every 20 minutes. That's a pretty good speed. That's considered moderate exercise, and I do that. And when I get to a hill, I keep that pace. I don't slow down because I'm going uphill. I push myself to maintain that speed even as I go up the hill. So my speed stays the same even as I'm going this way or back down to this way. So yeah, when I got up to the top of that, but yeah, my pulse was going pretty good because I was race walking up a hill. But as soon as I got up there, it slowed right down. Now, I said I have not been walking to Walmart as much, and that is true because walking 6 miles round trip, that can inflame the muscles of my back and my legs, which will inflame the nerves, which means I'm not going to be able to sit down. I got to go and lie down. So that's why I go walkies around town instead of Walmart. But after my blood pressure felt like it spiked horribly. Like, I got these meds on, what was it, Thursday or so? And then I had a bad headache. And then Friday, whatever day it was, I can't even remember the time frame right now. But I walked to Walmart because I was having problems with heat and I bought a fan. I think it was Saturday. And then Sunday, I walked back up to Walmart so I could buy the blood pressure cuff. And then on Monday, I walked almost all the way to Walmart just so that I could get my vaccination. I have been doing a lot of extra walking all the way up there. I've been really lucky that I have not inflamed my nerves. Hokey smokes. Good to exercise, glad to get it done. Let's see what else I have on my list. Oh yes, because this is where I was a bad boy, and that's why today I have to be very careful. Yesterday, I started off my day with 20 milligrams of Ritalin. Now, what I want to do is take my afternoon dose and break it in half, and then take the half dose about an hour before the medication wears off, and then take the other half about an hour or 2 hours. So it's like, you know, either do this 1 hour before and 1 hour after, or 2 hours before and 2 hours after. I take the second half. This is so that when it all wears off, it doesn't just drop me off a cliff and I feel like I can see and now I'm blind. I could walk and now I'm wheelchair bound. I could walk where I wanted, but now I'm back in a 10 by 10 cell. I will not do that to myself again. That was so intensely horrible the first time that happened. It was torture. Absolute torture. So I taper it so that, yeah, it's still an amputation, but I got time to get used to it instead of dropped off a cliff where hacking off parts of your body, like it or not. Now, I got back late from the walk, so I wasn't able to quite do it the way I wanted, so I took my second half of my second dose at about 2 p.m. 6 p.m. rolled around, and I have to admit, I really like being able to concentrate. I like being able to focus. It's something I could partially do when I was younger, and as I've gotten older, it has faded away. My ADHD has gotten worse. So being able to concentrate and think and remember things like I'm a normal person is such a wonderful feeling that as it was fading away, I took another 10 milligrams of methylphenidate hydrochloride at 6 p.m. Oops. Kind of oops, because I've taken 5 milligrams of that stuff and it puts me to sleep. I take like 8 200 milligram caffeine tablets all day, and I take another one before I go to bed so I can sleep. I still got tired. I still got sleepy. I went to bed a little later, but not so late that it was unusual. It was 11 something before I got to bed. I woke up early, around 4 o'clock. I don't know if it was because my bladder was full or if it was because of the stimulant, but yeah, I was up at 4 o'clock. So from 4 o'clock on, I've been awake. I finally got up at 5 because we run on a 2-hour sleep cycle. Well, it's an hour and a half. It takes like 15-20 minutes to fully fall asleep and get into your sleep cycle, and then once you are there, it takes an hour and a half to go down into rapid eye movement, dreaming sleep, and then to come back up. That is one complete cycle. That's why when you work in nursing homes, we go through and we turn people every 2 hours to allow them to go down into REM sleep and then the cycle come back up. I can't remember why I was talking about dreaming and sleeping and all that. I know it's because I had insomnia last night. Ah, yes, for the 2 hours. So, if you wake up within 2 hours of when your alarm is going to go off, just get up. Because by the time you get down into REM sleep, your alarm is going to go off, and then you are going to be sleepier and more just out of it than if you've gotten up, because you're at the bottom of your sleep cycle and now you're awake and your brain has to go and claw itself to wakefulness, whereas if you just get up because you're already at the top of your cycle, it's better for you. So I just got up and I've been up since 5. I haven't gone through everything on my topics list. But I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I am not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward, thumbs up each one I do, answer as many as my executive dysfunction will allow. I'm getting a lot better. These ADHD meds really help a lot. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I am an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, partially treated ADHD, grief, mourning, a whole lot more, I am sometimes lucky I can remember what my name is. Oh, I'm doing so much better with this medicine. It's amazing how a stimulant actually slows me down. It's amazing how it does that. By S, thumbs up and thank you. Kira Lemongrab, good to see you in the comments. Good to see you, my friend. Gabriel Valles, thumbs up and thank you. We have Tall Dude 123, thumbs up and thank you. Din Corta, greatly appreciated. JT58, thumbs up and thank you. Captain Jupiter, greatly appreciated. YN, thumbs up and thank you. Stephen Blair, thumbs up. We have Hugo Tabak, thumbs up and thank you. Daniel Aramanenko, thumbs up. Nice ass, boy. Thumbs up and thank you. Christopher O, greatly appreciated. Joe Cubano, thumbs up and thank you. Fishing for fish, greatly appreciated. Nico Bands, thumbs up and thank you. Isaac Barba, thumbs up. Then we have Hellboy, thumbs up and thank you. Museo, greatly appreciated. We have Nando Rice Cheruti, thumbs up and thank you much. Ricky Bettini with a daily reminder to live every day to its fullest. And Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Gory Gaming, thumbs up and thank you. We have Literally Nothing, thumbs up. And Taryn, T-A-R-Y-N, thumbs up. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and it is appreciated to no end. A definite thumbs up on that. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. If you'd like to help me out without sending money at all, I have an Amazon wishlist link as well, where hopefully I will have it updated to have things like Reptisand and hamster food, hamster bedding, cat food. If you could check it out, that would be awesome. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence, a definite thumbs up, and of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very cool. A definite thumbs up on that. And of course, the duck head of scorn, even though it wears the great and powerful artifact the lobster had, even though it wields its scorn like a weapon, for its mockery is severe. It still wishes the best for us. It just uses negative reinforcement as its only weapon. Out there, the horse head of encouragement is still trying to find its way back and regain its lost throne. So thumbs up for that. And of course, Black Lives Matter. Good golly. And stop Asian hate. Good golly, Miss Molly. And during these very hard times, please try to stay safe and creative. Let me say that in English. Please try to stay as safe and creative as you possibly can. It is important. So, if you don't have to go out, please don't go out. If you do, wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face, maintain your social distancing, and if you can, get vaccinated. It is a good idea. Thumbs up on that. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a definite thumbs up. Okay. Oh boy.